Welcome to the Operate Intelligently podcast, the podcast for all things operations. It's springtime in North Carolina. The birds are chirping, the flowers are blooming, and that means one thing. It's time for Dude University. Joining me today are Kate Donnelly, Client Marketing Manager, and Nick Pendergraft, Training Manager here at Dude Solutions. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
So Dude University is going to take place on May 5th through 8th at the Raleigh Convention Center here in our hometown of Raleigh, North Carolina. So could y'all tell me a little bit about, what your role is at Dude University and a little bit about the event in general?
Yeah, so I'll start. I put together a lot of the third-party and client-led session speaker portion of the curriculum. So I do all of the best practices, the thought leadership, and anybody not a Dude employee basically speaking at Dude U, as well as the less exciting stuff like building our conference app and working on the website and things like that. And Nick helps me with all of that.
Yeah, so kind of Kate's partner in crime there, tag teaming the curriculum, and I really focus more on our product sessions that traditionally our client services team leads. So, working on creating tracks for product learning, so you can come and get the best information possible about our products and the value that they offer. And also working internally with folks to just help them prepare for the event and make sure we're creating the best client experience we can in the classroom.
So this is my first Dude University. Tell me a little bit about what makes it special as a user conference.
Yeah, so I'll jump in there on that one. So, I think something that's really unique about Dude University, having been someone who's traveled to many different conferences, across the country for a lot of different reasons, is the value that is placed on the experience of our clients at Dude University. And that manifests in several different ways. I think there's the larger picture of, how we try to put together an event that provides a lot of value in a lot of different ways, whether that's through networking events or through product training experiences or our learning lab, which I'll elaborate on here in a little bit more about that, but to just the minute details of how we interact with our clients at Dude University, how we speak to them, how we try to make sure their needs are fulfilled. And when you come to the event, that you come with a series of things that you want to get accomplished, and we do everything in our power to help you do that. And I think that's something that's really unique and you don't always experience.
Mm-hmm. Kate, can you tell me a little bit about the history of the event?
Yeah, so I wasn't around for the early days of Dude U, but it started in 2001 in South Carolina, and about 80 people showed up, and we did it in a single room. And so it just progressed from then on, and we had to move to bigger venues. We've been to San Diego, and now we're finally back in Raleigh, and we officially have 1,000 people registered. So it's kind of crazy to go from 80 to 1,000 people.
We're also celebrating our 20th birthday here at the Dude. Is there anything that is going to happen at the event that's going to kind of reflect on that?
Yep, so we're going to hear from Ed, the CEO, and Jody, the CPO, about the Dude and where we're going, and we're going to look back over the last 20 years, and we're also going to look forward into the next 20, and we're also going to properly celebrate the Dude's birthday throughout the event, so it's pretty exciting.
So I did hear we're going to have an 80s theme band.
We are. The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be
80s
really
cover
fun.
band's going to be awesome.
That's going to be fun.
Be reliving my college days.
Right.
So what's different about this year? Like, what can attendees expect? Maybe people have been in past years that would be something new.
So at Dude University this year, we're going to have our innovation station set up with Dude Labs. And so our Dude Labs team is a collection of some of the most talented, ambitious, smartest people we have in Dude Nation. People who, we're constantly coming up with ideas on how we can provide more value for our clients. And, as a company, we came together and decided it'd be great to put these people together as an organized unit to consistently try to innovate for our clients. And so having them available at the innovation station to show some of the things they're doing, to really give a sneak peek into the future of what's possible with the Dude and our solutions, I think is really going to be great for everyone to see.
I agree with. I've worked for a couple companies that have hosted their user conferences, and it's a fantastic event because you really get great information, great interaction with your clients. The other thing that I think is going to be neat about the Innovation Station and Dude Labs is that is very unique for any company to really be able to kind of take those kind of black ops guys and say, hey, here's our sneak peek inside what we're doing. And, you know, Brooks, we've had him on the podcast. He's awesome. So I know he's going to hit it out of the park.
Yeah, he's a sharp dude. He's going to blow people away, for sure.
Yeah, they're bringing some pretty cool stuff. I won't spoil it, but
Yeah.
it's going to be fun. And some other new stuff. We have the biggest learning lab set up ever with 99 computers. Not sure why we didn't go with the round 100, but
it's a great
maybe
question.
it's to keep it exciting for next year.
Right.
But we have 99 computers. We have account reviews running the entire time in the Learning Lab, as well as demonstration stations, so folks can come and check out the latest products or new releases, anything like that. And I know Nick wants to talk a little bit about the lab.
Yeah, I was just wanting to piggyback off of that, kind of going back to what makes Dude University so special. The Learning Lab, I think, is a huge piece of that. So whether you're listening to this and thinking about, you know, Dude University as a possibility for the future, or you're someone coming this year to Raleigh to celebrate with us, the Learning Lab is somewhere that really separates Dude University from other conferences, in that we give clients the ability to sit down in a one-on-one environment and go through your specific questions, your specific needs, and answer them directly, where you don't necessarily have the distractions you might have at the office or, you know, at the plant or whatever the case may be. You know, you have that dedicated focus time where you can sit down with someone, look them in the eye, address whatever needs you have, and the people that are going to be there working with you, I can guarantee you are going to do everything in their power to make sure your questions are answered, and that you can find the most value possible. And again, the Learning Lab is just really the hub, I think, of activity at Dude University. There's just always a lot of buzz around the Learning Lab and a really fun place to be.
And it's a little different from those sessions. Well, yes, they are interactive sessions, but at the lab you're sitting, like Nick said, with one person. You just log into your own account. So it's not like a dummy account. You're learning something and you're making changes real time and fixing things in your own account, which is crazy.
I think it's that personal touch, you know, going back to, I've been to a lot of conferences before, and, you know, you go to a lot of trading classes and they're wonderful and you learn a lot, and you get overloaded with a ton of information. But I think having that environment where it's not 3 days later when I go back to the office and I'm like, oh, what did that presenter say about doing this tactic? How do I do that? No, I can go to a class and then literally turn around and walk out of that class and go to an environment that's structured for me to ask that question and actually put what I learned into practice. And so, again, I think that's just something really, really unique and special about Dude University.
So, Kate, we mentioned having the 80s band, but that's all part of, like, the opening festivities. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So on Sunday, we'll be over at Red Hat Amphitheater for an outdoor concert with that 80s band, which is going to be awesome, and a ton of food. We're doing a classic North Carolina pig pick-in, and we're going to have a bunch of local vendors lining the outside of it, so you guys can try out a ton of just, like, the local goodies that we have around. And House of Swank is going to be there, and they make our conference t-shirts every year, which is like a really awesome local company. So we're really excited for that. So everyone kind of gets a taste of the hometown.
And it's going to be held in downtown Raleigh, which has a ton of great restaurants and things to see. And I know you guys have kind of prepared some information. So when if you are attending Dude University, check out our Find Downtown and some of the establishments. So I want to ask both of you, what are you really most excited about this event? So
I think for me, one of the special things about Dude U is being able to make an in-person connection with someone that I've worked with for, maybe it's just been months, maybe it's been years, make that in-person connection, put a name to a face, and being able to work in an environment where I'm able to provide value for a client and see that aha moment for them. It really validates what I do as my profession. You know, we put a lot of time and effort into our craft and providing the best service that we can for our clients, but having those aha moments and those special interactions with clients at Dude U is really, I think, professionally what we live for.
I agree. I think the few times I've been and being in marketing, sometimes we don't get to meet and talk to a lot of clients. It's just very refreshing to hear their opinion on things, get their feedback, their enthusiasm about the brand. So, Kate, what are you most excited about?
I'm kind of the same as Nick. There's not one specific thing. It's kind of seeing all of the hard work come to fruition and see how much our clients enjoy Dude U and the little things that we thought of to just make it the best conference possible because it seems very natural when you get there, and it flows great. It's a great conference. I don't want to jinx it, but it is. But, on May 9th, Nick, Lauren, and I were all heads down literally planning for the next year. There's no break. So it's kind of this huge thing for us to get to see it all come together. And I just love getting to see the clients who've been coming for years and the brand new ones that I've only met over email. It's just makes it all worth it, to just get to see it all come together.
And I think, too, to add on to that, just the fact Kate mentioned enjoying our clients, but enjoying them in a different type of environment. So there's the professional environment, so to speak, that we have in the classroom, that we have in the lab with clients, but also being able to go to a Sunday night kickoff event and listen to a band play and sit at a table and eat barbecue and, have a drink together and just talk about life. And, that's a different type of connection. So I think it's just a really powerful thing.
Right, because by now we know about people's kids.
Right,
and
exactly.
Just everything. And it's
and
awesome.
the people who you've known for years, you're checking, how's your wife doing? Or, how are the kids? Or what's going on with such and such? The things you might be talking about throughout the year over email or during a training or something, or whatever the case may be, again.
And it's a great way for new clients to come in and kind of tap into that network and get to meet people who have been either experienced with our products or just experienced in the field.
Yeah.
I think that's another great thing about user conferences is that you can really build some kind of lateral connections. I mean, you may not be in the same market or anything, and both geographically and such like that.
Right.
But it might be like, wow, this person kind of has the same role I do in the same circumstance, and they'd be good just to bounce ideas off on email or chat and stuff like that.
That's a great thing about Dude You. I tell people all the time in my classes, it's one thing for me to tell you the dude is great. I work for the dude. They pay. They help me support my family. I'm supposed to do that, right? But it's an entirely different thing to have a client come who, experiences a lot of the day-to-day struggles and pains that you might experience in your role and your job, and you might be in different countries or different parts of the United States, or whatever the case may be. But to hear them come and talk about how the dude has helped impact their professional life and has helped them provide value to their organization is just totally different. So I always tell clients, listen to me, that's great. I'll tell you a lot of good stuff about the dude, but make sure you connect with other folks as well. And we give you a ton of opportunities to do that.
And that's been very important to us, going from 80 people in one room to 1,000 people out, and our kickoff event has to be in an amphitheater. We have not lost that family vibe and the intimacy of the event, and that's something that we don't plan on losing anytime soon.
How many classrooms do we have?
We have 13 classrooms, and the smallest one holds, I think, 140 people. And we have 280 sessions. So
like 13 classrooms. We just have 13 classrooms now. We started with one room, period. And now we have just 13 classrooms.
We're really a university now.
Right, I know.
There we go.
Crazy.
Full circle.
I know.
So one other note, we will be recording podcasts at Dude University. So if you happen to be one of our guests, we look forward to talking to you. I want to thank Kate and Nick for coming on and telling us all about Dude University today.
Yeah, thanks
for having us. Hope we did it justice.
Yeah, it was fun. Looking forward to it.
And if you are coming to Dude University, we wish you safe travels, and we will provide links to the Dude University website in the show notes. Thank you for listening to the Operate Intelligently podcast, produced by Dude Solutions. You can reach us by emailing dspodcast@dudesolutions.com or check us out on the web at dudesolutions.com.